Like many of you out there, I like to play with little stoves, and I modified this one so that I can use a little alcohol stove or some fuel gel or half a BCB tablet, because that works better than a full one, like so. I like the idea of multiple fuel options, and I was playing around with a few ideas in my head, and all of a sudden I thought to myself, I wonder if I could do the ultimate mod with the BCB cooker. A mod so crazy, it's a wonder nobody's thought of this before. Gas. Beautiful gas. I know what you're thinking. You're off your head, man. There's no way you can retrofit a BCB cooker with gas. Okay, hear me out. I bought this little gas stove. You may recognise it, because this style of stove is available in so many places. Outdoor camping, shops, online. You might see a branding on there. You might not. It's basically the same stove, but it's just sold everywhere. And the prices vary. This one cost me, I think, £12 odd online. As Mrs. InfoShed said to me, how are you going to get that big thing in that little space? Well, I don't need all of this. All I need is this little gas column with the hose out the back and the on-off valve. So, is it possible to put a gas burner inside a BCB cooker? Let's find out. That's what we're left with. This is my BCB cooker. In a previous video, when I modified this, I pressed down the flaps inside to flatten it out on the bottom. Seeing one in front of the other, you can now begin to see the genius or stupidity of my idea, depending on your point of view. It's very tight for headroom space. The next job is to cut out a slot for the gas line and then see where we go from there. Well, there's my 12mm slot cut out for the gas pipe. There's no sharp edges anywhere. I've smoothed them all off. Possibly could have rounded it off a bit more there and tidied it up there. But overall, I'm quite happy. The big question is, will it fit? Beautiful job. I'm still unsure if we've got enough headroom for this. But we come this far, we're not going to stop now. The next job is to find a way of holding this in securely to stop it toppling over and setting fire to everything. I've got a plan for this. I'll come back to you when it's done. Ta-da! Yep, It's an unremarkable piece of aluminium with a 10mm hole in the middle. And you're thinking to yourself, what are you thinking of, man? What's going on? Well, I'll show you. I tried all kinds of complicated ideas. Sometimes simple is best. It's quite a tight fit in there, so we kind of almost screw in. And then put the gas burner on the bottom. You probably still don't know where I'm going with this. We're nearly there. There we go. We slot him in there. And then we close the sides down. He's now locked into place. It's not going anywhere. There's a few questions that remain unanswered. The first one is, does it work? The second one is it safe? And when I say safe, what I mean is this is an all metal construction. When it's fired up, does the whole thing get hotter than the sun and set fire to the ground and everything around it? I guess if that becomes an issue, what I could do is take the little windshield out the back, and that would allow a bit of airflow going through. Anyway, enough of my rambling, because I bet you sat there now going, light it up, man, just go and light it up. So I will. Let's take it outside and set fire to it. Well, that went rather well. The top, as I expected, got super hot. I think I will run it without that windshield baffler at the back, just to get a bit more airflow through. Down the bottom there, it passed the finger test. When I put my finger in, it didn't burn, so that wasn't too hot. So how is this going to perform when we take it out in the real world and put a pot on top? Well, that's something for a future video. InfoShed out.